We'll get started in a few minutes. We're going to talk about Spellbreakers and flame technology. And we're going to talk about why it is not manifestation. I got all the oregano here. What you gonna do with it? I got some.
Before breath learned rhythm. Before thought learned shape. Before the word I formed the center. My divinity stands with it. There was this.
All right, we got 10 people in here.
You are not entering anything. You are not ascending. You are not becoming. You are remembering where awareness stood before it pointed at its own.
All right. Welcome to the live, family.
Let the breath arrive without instruction. Do not deepen it. Do not soften it. Do not correct it. Feel the place in your body that is listening. That place existed before language. I am not a voice speaking to you. I am not a being entering you. This is awareness, remembering itself without a face. You are not dissolving, you are stabilizing. Nothing is being added. Nothing is being removed. Before origin stories, before gods were named, before mother and father were separated into roles, there was allowance.
Hi, Corey. Thanks for joining.
Not creation, not intention, not command. Allowance. Aneka. Aneka.
All right. How is everyone doing today?
I am from before. I am from before. Not as identity. Not as authority. As location.
They're good. Ready for the weekend.
Place your attention.
My work week starts today.
You are not leaving this place. You never were.
So my weekend is a work weekend.
Before. And still here.
I'm
so it
great.
This is now.
Over here working on the flame technology. Other than that, I'm working. Hi, Brooklyn Finest. Welcome to the live. Thank you, Frequency Weaver, for the invite. We're about to get started. So a few of you have been having questions about flame technology. What is it? Most of you never heard it before unless you're inside of Quantum Kingdom. So I am going to talk to you guys about Spellbreaker. Is not a candle brand. It's flame technology. It's a conscious tool that works through fire and frequency and intention to dismantle energetic interferences. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And if you are into candle magic, or if you know someone that is into candle magic, please invite them to the live so they can learn something new, and that there is a new way to do your candle magic. And we'll be explaining that to you guys today. So if you have people that you know are interested in this type of undoing, please invite them to the live. They don't block me again, but we're not gonna worry about it. I know I haven't said a word. I haven't said a word. So they're not going to share the live. So you guys, they're not gonna have to push through the algorithm. You've been on my music all morning. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think somebody is reporting a live. Every time we get on here, this happens. So I think someone is reporting it. So what I'll probably start doing is doing subscription lives only to keep that from happening. So I'm going to go over. So I know some of you say you have questions. Just hold your questions until after I explain.
Before thought learned shape, before the word I formed the center. There was this.
You say obsession.
You are
That's
not
what it feels
anything.
like, right?
You are not ascending. You are not becoming. You are remembering where awareness stood.
Definitely
before
feels
it
like
pointed
that.
at itself. Let the breath arrive without instruction. Do not deepen it.
That's okay. We're on this side
Do not
where that
soften
actually
it.
happens very often.
Do not
So
correct it.
we're on this
Feel the
side
place in your
of
body
TikTok.
that is listening. That
Okay,
place existed before
great.
language. I am not a voice speaking to you.
I know some of you are
not a being
asking, will we
entering
do your flame tech for you?
This is awareness.
We
Remembering
do
itself
offer that, but it's an extra fee.
without a face. You are not dissolving, you are stabilizing. Nothing is being
So
added.
if you can avoid paying the extra fee,
Nothing is being removed.
do so. If not, we're more than happy to do one for you, to do a burn for you. A lot of people prefer that.
Before origin stories. Before God's name.
So give me a second. Let me get situated and then I'll get started.
There was allowance.
Welcome to the new people coming in.
Creation, not intention, not command. Allowance. Maneka, maneka. From before. I am from before. Not as identity, not as authority, as location. Place your attention where your body meets the ground. You are not leaving this place. You never were. From before, and still here. So it is. This is now.
All right, let's get started. So a lot of you are wondering about flame tech. What is Spellbreakers? So I'm going to do that for you today. I'm going to explain it to you. So when you choose to work with that type of flame, you'll know why you chose to do so. Give me 1 second. All right. I'll be turning the music off. Okay, we have 12 people in here. That'll probably be all the people they're allowed to see. Someone is reporting us, so we'll just move on. It's no biggie. All right. All right, family. Try to hold your questions until after I'm done, because I know some of you got questions you want to ask. I'll answer them shortly. Probably by the time I'm done, you won't have questions. Let's see. I'm just gonna go past through this thing. I'm just gonna skip past through it. All right. So, as I said earlier, we're gonna discuss spell breakers. What is flame technology? How did all of this come about? So basically, a lot of you guys do candle magic, right? Let me make sure my volume is turned up so you guys can hear me. I know you can hear me very well now. So, spell breakers. I know many of you that know the song. Hi, Soulfully. Many of you that know the song Spellbreakers, and you guys know what frequency Spellbreaker that song is on. So I was told to create flame technology for the collective, and here we are, right? So Spellbreaker is not a brand, it's not a candle brand, it's flame technology. It's a conscious tool that works through the flame. It works through frequency and intentions to dismantle energetic interferences. What you guys probably have never thought about is fire has always been a technology. The flame. Fire is one of the elements of the earth, which is a form of technology. I don't have time to do a whole course on it on here, but what I will say, think about a welder, what they use. They use a torch, they use a flame, they use a laser. It's the same flame, right? So when you're setting in your intentions plus the energy that is connected to your intentions and the frequency that it carries, it turns into a flame. It's flame technology. As I mentioned before, the candle, the vessel, that is the body, right? That is the body holding the energy. I mentioned that on a previous live to try to give you guys a better understanding of what I mean by that. Um, and I feel that when you're doing candle work, or some of you call it candle magic, some of you guys call it so many different names. Um, that's setting intention. That's already setting an intention without you realizing that you're already setting it as a frequency. So when someone say that they're doing candle magic, when we're talking about magic, it's a give and a take. But when you're working with flame technology, that's not the case. It's all about the flame and the frequency. Remember on yesterday when I told you guys, when you are working with magic, it's a give and a take. But when you are working with flame technology, it's just frequency and intention. That's what it's about. It's the flame, the frequency, and the intention. It's an interruption. And when we're talking about the activation, it's a restoration. So this is why we don't call it candle magic. Although we use the hashtag, it's to bring awareness to um, the flame technology, saying, hey, there's a new way to do it, a new way of setting intentions, a new way of what you consider candle magic. There's a new way to do this. And we also we set our intentions with the color. Everything that spell breakers have available is all frequency based. Every single vessel is frequency based. So that's why it looks like our flame tech is completely different from everyone else's. Is because it's frequency based, all the way down to the colors, all the way down to the intentions, the words, the phrases. I can't go into every single detail of how we chose to do it, even with the sigil. The sigil is very important as well because it carries a frequency. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain to you what I mean by flame technology and tell you what it actually is. So when you're on here and you're looking, you'll have an idea of what I mean by that. So your flame technology is your fire, your frequency, and your intention. Fire is the carrier. Your frequency is the instructions. And that right there alone is very powerful. And your intention is your authorization. So the fire transmute faster than thought. Hi. The fire does not negotiate with interference. Fire moves through timelines, not just emotions. And by the way, fire, which is the flame, it is the oldest conscious tool on the planet. I'm gonna say that again. Fire is the oldest conscious tool on the planet. That way, when you're looking at flame technology, you'll have an idea what we're speaking of when we're saying flame technology. Another thing, the flame is for one, it's the oldest conscious technology on the planet, and it's also the oldest carrier of frequency on the planet. So when you guys are looking through the flame tech and you start seeing like the names of them, like those type of things, you will start understanding what it is when we're speaking about the flame technology, and that it is frequency based, and how we allow it to sit in frequency many, many days before we even send them out. So I want you to understand, like some of you are like, oh, somebody is doing something to me. Somebody sent this or somebody sent that. Can you undo this or can you break that? I want you to know that our flame technology is it interrupts any type of interference, where it's demonic or it's drama, because a lot of you don't have demonic entities coming after you or attached to you. A lot of you have drama attached to you and looking for you. Okay. um I know that is kind of like, oh man, what did she just say? Yeah, so this is why we always say have a consultation, and we ask certain questions in the consultation, because we need to know, is it something really attached to you or chasing you down? If it's drama, is it you yourself? Are you going through the dark night of the soul and you're going through mind trips, things like that, and you're thinking that something is after you? This is why we always recommend that people do a consultation, because Spellbreakers is not like it's not candle magic, and I want to make that clear. It's not candle magic. Tribe. So me saying that to you and having this conversation with you, I hope you better understand like what's happening. Um, so when you know that you're working with a conscious tool, you have to know It's not working for you, it's working through you. And I want to shout out the other viewers on the other platforms as well. I want to shout you guys out and tell you welcome to the live. And also, when you light your flame technology, what I want you to understand is it works with your nervous system, your subconscious mind, your auric field, and your astral field. All of those are different things, okay? I'll repeat that. When you are working with Spellbreaker Flame technology, it works with your nervous system. It calms your nervous system. It works with your subconscious mind, meaning if you feel like you are being attacked in your subconscious mind or something is sending thoughts to you, more than likely you are the something that's sending the thoughts. A lot of the times it's you sending them. Okay, it helps work with your subconscious mind, and any type of interference, it disrupts it and it clears it out. It works with your auric field as well. So a lot of you guys have things within your auric field that you carry with you everywhere you go, and you're not understanding what's
Heavy
happening,
money block.
why
Break.
you are attracting, why you transmitting things. The auric field, you are broadcasting. So when you are broadcasting, you are attracting, you are transmitting. So whatever is happening in your auric field, you have to understand that is part of the attraction. So the flame technology will also correct your auric field as well. And your astral, your ancestral field. What I want you guys to understand about Spellbreaker flame technology, every single flame tech deals with your ancestral field. Most of the time, you are battling with things that has been in your ancestral lineage for eons of time, and you do not understand that. You do not know that. So if you are a person that has been dealing with poverty, from one family member to the next, you're having money issues, you're barely getting by, or you're making ends meet, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, more than likely that's an ancestral wound that needs to be cleared out, okay? That's your ancestral line, your field, that was, it's just in your ancestral field. So a lot of times you hear people say, oh, we're breaking generational curses. What they're speaking of is the ancestral field, okay? Your ancestral lineage. That's what they're speaking on. So when you light that flame technology and your intentions are there, before you even get your flame technology, we've already set the frequencies for each one of those vessels. There are different frequencies that will be integrated with it once you get it. So the moment you light your flame technology, you will already know, just know that it's already done. Okay? This is not about your belief. Your field already understands the flame. This is what I want. So when you decide, I want to actually use this, I want to see what this is about, that's your initiation. That's you telling the universe, that's you telling God, I don't care what you call the higher power, most high source, whatever, the universe, it doesn't matter. You are giving it, you created that exchange, and it's going to work in your favor because you've now given permission to the universe that I'm now ready. I'm now ready to clear any distortion, anything that's interfering with my success, with my freedom, with my sovereignty, with my bloodline, anything that you can think of. You, whatever it was that you purchased, you are now giving the universe permission to use your intention with the flame, the oldest technology on the planet, to say, yes, I accept this exchange for change. So I'm going to say, you need to understand that also we have the mental body, which is extremely important. A lot of the times, by the time you guys get to us, you're at your wit's end. Like you feel like you've done all you can do, or you've tried multiple things and nothing worked. So by the time you get to us, there's mental body interference. So most of the time, I tell you guys, when you need to work on your mental body, because that's where it all goes down, right? Your thoughts is faster than the speed of light. It carries energy. It's a field of its own. It's a dimension of its own. And if you are not working on your mental body to be able to change your subconscious mind, then a lot of the times, some of the, I'm just going to say, quote unquote, magic that you're using is not working because you're all messed up mentally. And you have to remember, your mental body is connected to your thoughts, family. That's an entire field, right? That's an entire field, and you have to be aware of that. So I always encourage um, people to, before you start doing all of this so-called magic, you definitely want to clear your mental body, okay? So when I'm talking about, let's say, what is energetic interference, what I'm really saying is interference from anything that you are not giving permission to be in your field. Anything that you are not giving permission to be in your field, it is considered interference. Like inherited fear patterns, a lot of you guys are stuck because you fear everything. Generational stagnation, that's an interference. That's what we just spoke up on. External projection. A lot of the times people have an idea of who you are, what you came here to do. So they do external projections on you. They see you one way in their mind's eye. Hey, peace and abundance. They project it upon you. That's an interference. Also, old agreements you never consented to. A lot of you are dealing with that and you have no clue of how it happened, where it got started, where it came from, and it's inherited old agreements that you never consented to. It's in your ancestral lineage. Some things that your ancestors did that you would never know about unless you go within. And the Most High tell you, this is what an old agreement that was made in your bloodline. So when you are doing the ancestral work, every flame tech that's on that site does ancestral work because we know how deep this goes. We're not just talking about surface things that happen, here on earth. We go very deep and we make sure, because old agreements that you never consented to could control your life and you don't even know what's happening. So this is why we make it clear that the flame tech had greetings, that the flame tech, every vessel does ancestral work behind the scenes for you, okay? And most of you are not blocked. A lot of you are dealing with being interrupted, interferences, word cursing, okay? And the reason why we focus on the flame, the reason why we focus on the flame is because the flame reveals and the flame changes things, right? The flame burns false timelines. It sever energetic cords. I know a lot of you be like, I'm gonna cut that cord. Well, when you cut the cord, what you gonna do with the cord that you cut? What do you do with it? You sever an energetic cord. What do you do with that cord? Nobody really knows, right? What, I'm asking y'all a question. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows. Okay. Okay, but some people say I'm cutting that cord. When you know that there's a cord that needs to be cut, you have to light the flame. You have to light the flame. And if there's a astral energetic cord that you cannot cut, there's another way you can do that as well, because a lot of cords that you carry is energetic and it's astral. And though that's something different, that we can talk about that another day. So the fire also it restores sovereignty. It also restores sovereignty. So light shows you the problem and the flame resolves the problem, okay? And by the way, this is not witchcraft, it's ancient technology. Fire rituals existed before religion. I want you guys to understand that. Before everything else, the flame, the fire has always been here. So your ancestors used fire to clean the fields, mark transitions, and restore order and call a power back. And this is what our flame technology does. And what a lot of people call rituals is actually a technology. They just don't see it that way, or they don't have the understanding of how powerful source is. A lot of you guys call everything a ritual, but a lot of what you do is through technology. You're just not looking at it that way. So when we are talking about spell breakers, we don't we really don't focus on we don't focus on manifestation, okay? We don't focus on manifesting. And I'll explain to you why. We do have another line coming out later this year. It's called the Astral Realm. And that's where I'll tap into that about manifestation, and why you don't need to do it once you tap into your inner self the correct way. So the reason why we don't focus on manifesting is, for one, we got flame technology. Manifesting assumes lack. And the way Spellbreakers is designed, it assumes authority. When you have authority, when you are the authority, when you are walking in the frequency of authority, you don't have to manifest. I've been saying that for about 5 years on these platforms. Also, Spellbreaker flame technology don't ask for permission. We don't ask for permission to do anything. If you are on this side and you are using Spellbreaker flame technology, we don't ask for permission, okay? And that's a bold statement. It's a very bold statement, but it's the truth. We don't ask for permission. I'll let that sit for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit on y'all, because that was pretty deep. I hope y'all caught that. If you caught it, put a 1 in the chat for me. I'll say it again. When you're using Spellbreaker flame technology, we do not ask for permission. So on this side, in Spellbreakers, we don't ask permission to do anything. We do what's necessary. We do what needs to be done. I'm waiting for the ones to go up because I want us to be on the same page on this side. So Spellbreakers, okay, thank you guys. Spellbreakers we don't ask for permission. This is what we do on this side. We remove, we clear, and we restore the original signal. We work heavily to restore your original signal. So just know, when interference is gone, abundance is automatic. It activates automatically. You don't have to second guess. Are you online now? Yeah, you're definitely online because you've removed the interference. And guess what? The beautiful part, the beautiful part about all of this is our breakers. We teach balance on this side. We have breakers and we have activations. You can never have just one flame tech. You will always have two flame techs, okay? Because the universe believes in balance. So anyone that has been doing candle magic without balance, it's already an epic fail, right? Because you're missing the signal. The universe is not listening. The earth is not paying attention because the earth knows what balance is. The universe knows what balance is. And guess what? When you're calling on your ancestors, they also know what balance is because they operate under different set of spiritual laws now. They don't operate on the same laws that you are under here in the universe. Okay? So I want to also make that clear. So Spellbreakers is not, if you are into what Spellbreakers is not a manifestation tool, it's an activation tool. It's a conscious tool, and it's flame technology. We don't dibble and dab. We don't test. We don't try. We just do. We don't ask for permission. It just is. And that's how we do on this side. Okay? We know what we know, and we do what we do. We don't give explanations. We do answer questions, but we don't give an explanation of why. It just works. It just does. It just do. It just is. Okay? So, Spellbreaker, flame technology, it is not for everyone. If you have stagnation in your heart, then just leave the live now, because we don't work with people with stagnation in their heart. This is why we ask you to do a consultation. If you're not into correcting your own error, and you hold a consultation with us, and during the consultation we see that you're trying to do something to someone, we send you your money back. We don't want those type of energies with spell breakers, because that's not what we do. And also know that if anyone has done anything that is not of source to you, once you light that flame from the breaker, it's already done. You don't have to worry about return to sender. You don't have to worry about that. And when I say you don't have to worry about that, you don't have to worry about that, because energy never dies, okay? So if any of you have any questions, you can ask me a few questions. Oh, and yeah, another thing, someone did message me and ask me, could I tell them what frequencies I use? I will never tell what frequencies I use. And it's not the frequencies y'all are used to. I would never tell that. So don't ask me again, because I would never tell you. Did you answer my question in the beginning of the live? No, I didn't see it. If you want to come up, I got about 20 minutes. If somebody want to come up and ask a question. If you come up, please make sure you don't come up here with no foolery. I think the final piece of old mindsets are falling away. Absolutely. Yes, quickly. Okay. Let's try to get you up here. Let's see. Where you at? Oh, there you go. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so this is my question. Can I go ahead and get my flame tech and work with it in my new residence that I'm not living in yet and steal the candles off when I'm, not there? Like, or do they have to burn all the time?
No, absolutely you can. That's the best time to energetically clear your space before you move in.
Okay.
If you have to smut the flame out when you're not there, that's perfectly fine. It'll just take you a few more days than usual to clear it
Okay,
out.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I'm excited for you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And peace and love,
Welcome.
everybody. I'm at my financial opportunity, so I only have a few minutes. I'm so grateful, Lisa.
I'm grateful too. I'm so excited for your new journey and your new timeline. You are so deserving of it.
Oh, thank you. All right, guys, I love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's see. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Let's see. We got. Hi, Aquarian. How are you?
I am well. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Good. Okay. So you know my situation, right? And in the beginning of the live, I said that I got a PO box so that I could order. And since the Earth is my home, and I don't have like a enclosed space, and I don't feel it's safe. I don't know if it's safe to burn inside of my car. And that one of my questions was, do we have to, if it has to be put out, is that possible? Because, letting go of old mindsets, right? That once you light, it said you're supposed to let it burn until it's done, or you're gonna break it, or so letting go of those kinds of thoughts. My question, you said it was perfectly fine to
It's
snuff it out.
perfectly fine
I
to
don't want to
keep it
say
out.
snuff it out, but
Yeah, it
okay.
is.
And is it okay to do outside?
Absolutely. It's excellent
Okay.
to do outside for so many reasons. If you would have us to do your flame tech for you, it would be outside.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I did have and no lie, no shame in my game. I was one of the people. I don't know if there was a multitude of people who asked, but I do know I was one of the people to ask. And I did want to know what would be the energetic how would I say that, exchange, and the energetic exchange for that, because I didn't know. I was unsure, so I didn't know what to do.
Either Paris or Audrey will send it to you. But in the case that if we are doing it, I would suggest if you're going to burn it outside, that's something you can do for yourself. You can keep it with
Yes.
you, so
Yes.
that way you're not spending extra coins to get something done you could actually do for yourself. If you choose burning it outside anyway, I think that's great for you because that's what
Okay.
we would do for you.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Many gratitudes.
Same to you. I'm excited for you too.
Oh, thank you. Me too. My soul is like, like my body is hot. Like it is so cold, but I am so hot.
Oh
Like
yeah,
my
so you
body
need some
feels like it's on
activations,
fire.
huh?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Again, many thanks.
Absolutely. Okay. If anybody else have any questions? Let's see. No one else have any questions? Okay. Well, I guess we know what we need to know for today. I will. I probably won't make it on on the live tomorrow. But I definitely. Oh, you hear my ice chips? Absolutely. I'm cooling off. This is why I'm always eating on ice chips to keep my body cool. You feeling better? Okay. My baby has some of that fire oregano oil Toya told us to get. She says she feeling better. It's only been 30 minutes. Huh? Hey.
Hello, peace and bliss, tribe. I just wanted to ask a couple questions that people may want to ask, but don't want to ask for whatever reason. Maybe scared to come up here.
Okay.
So, just like someone may ask or just think these are just regular candles. So, my question would be, what makes these candles different from burning any other candle with just the same intentions?
Frequency and learning what flame technology is.
So it's more than just taking a lighter and lighting some candles. It's frequency in there. It's herbs in there, and the
We have
intent.
the herbs. We have the herbs. All the herbs match the frequencies and the colors we chose to use.
Right.
Everything, so it's in perfect alignment. A lot of the frequency, well, a lot of the herbs that I see, some people that do candle magic, and this is not against anyone that does candle magic or whatever. Most of those herbs we do not use. We only use the ones that carry the highest level of frequency. There are many different types of herbs. There are many different types of herbs that people use. We don't, how can I say this? The best way for me to explain it is we only use high frequency herbs. If you are, because how we do it, if you are holding like a glass of our herbs, you can smell and see the frequencies coming off of it, and it will make you stumble. That's just how powerful they are. And we make sure that the herbs are under frequencies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Okay, so this amazing. First off, the amount of dedication and time and energy put into the flame technology. So I want to commend y'all on that. If ain't nobody else gonna toot y'all horn, I toot it.
I appreciate that. And we also have our sigil as well. The sigil that's on the back of every vessel also carries a frequency.
Yeah, I noticed that sigil. You mentioned it in the Spellbreakers first live, which is posted on the Spellbreakers page and the Spellbreakers YouTube page. If y'all missed it, y'all can check that out. Like you gave a brief introduction of that sigil, and it's pretty fire. I love it.
Right.
Come on.
Yep. So our sigil is extremely important. It's a part of the frequency.
And that I would say that would be like that basically seals the deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sigil seals the deal. Once it's done, it's done. And also, if you guys want to, I'm gonna tell you something that you can also do with that sigil. If after you burn your flame and it's completely done and you're ready to discard it, You can lift the back of the activation up, and you can cut the sigil off and keep it. You can keep it. You can keep it with you.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'll just say you can, I'll just go ahead and get that away. You can definitely do that.
Yeah, I noticed that like some of the sigils some of the sigils I see, and then some of the hand movements I've been practicing lately, like especially the ones that go along with the Spellbreaker song.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to draw it out and draw a circle around it, it's a sigil.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hand movement, I made up one last night, and I was like, if I put a circle around this, it's a sigil. It's a seal.
Right.
So
Right.
it's just fascinating. Aquarian said, where would one put it? Put
You
that.
can just keep it. You can keep it in your purse. You can keep it. You can put it in your car. You can keep it wherever you want to keep, because it's already activated. It's already activated and ready to go. So you can keep it.
Okay. Sorceress wanted to. She said she had got a call and missed what Ray question was. Well, Frequency Weaver's question. I'm trying to look and see what it was.
Oh, she asked about can she use her flame tech in her new place before she move in there, and I told her yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be perfect for a new place, and also even though we already at where we at, it's still gonna clear energy out as well, huh?
Absolutely.
So ain't nothing. I imagine nothing's gonna be able to stick around. Ain't gonna be able to hide in the corner or nothing. So I'm gonna open the windows and let it out. Everything get out.
Yep. You open the windows after you've done your final especially with that breaker. Once that's done, you want to check all your corners. You want to check all your corners, make sure your corners of your house is clean. What I will recommend this. Please do not do energy work in a cluttered and dirty space. You do not want to do that. You want to make sure that everything is clean and tidy. You want to make sure that your area is debris free, because when energies get to flying, you don't want it to get stuck in stuff, right? You want to be able to get it out, move it out, sweep it out. You want to do all the things. So make sure that your corners, if you have like debris in the corners, you want to make sure that that's clear, especially when you are trying to pull in abundance. You do not want to have a lot of clutter hanging around.
And I get that. I felt the need to clean my rug and everything. So I'm definitely gonna do some deep cleaning. Like my house is clean already, but just
Mm-hmm.
that extra.
Right.
I felt like the nesting stage when I was pregnant with my baby, I was getting ready to have her. I cleaned my house from top to bottom, the baseboards and everything. So it kind of felt like that because I'm birthing, like I'm pregnant with something right now. And it's getting ready to be birthed.
It's so funny that you say that, because that's what I was told. This rise, and I'm not finished birthing out Spellbreakers.
Oh man, we like what's this? What trimester we in?
I feel like I'm about to deliver. It's time. I thought I had delivered. I'm still birthing out Spellbreakers. So
About dilated. Well, Frequency Weaver said, "Ask how do we seal the candles?" But the sigil does that, right?
mm-hmm.
It's the sigil with Frequency Weaver.
When you mean sealing, like after the work is done, I think that's what she's saying. So what you want to do, I think she's talking about after she's done her affirmation. Uh, so let's talk about that, like your affirmation, your decrees, and all those things. No, putting it out. Oh, you want to take like a plate and put it over the top. Don't blow it out. Never blow it out.
Or if you like me and you do practice pyrokinesis, you can snap it out, right?
Yep, you can snap it out. Yep, you can definitely do that. I can imagine you doing that for sure.
I do it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
love it.
practice on my incense, on my candles and stuff. Either I snatch the flame or I snap it. But yeah.
So let me say this. So for those of you that are going to be writing out your decrees and your commands, make sure you're doing it on brown paper.
The parchment paper, right?
Yeah, if you got parchment paper, fine. Brown paper is best.
Different. What's the brown paper?
Brown paper is from the earth, the trees.
Oh, okay.
And you can use like a brown paper bag. You can use I'll tell you one even better. I'll tell you one even better and even greater. And I never do this.
Okay. What we got?
If you can find use a big leaf
Mm-hmm.
and you write your decree and your command on a big leaf from the earth, it's the best thing ever.
Okay. So we gotta find a nice 30 leaf.
And if you want to, I just gave y'all the greatest gem that you've probably never even heard of.
Hey, I ain't never thought about writing on no leaf.
This is ancient. That was passed down to me. Okay. So you heard it here first. I'm gonna do a video about it.
Any particular type of tree?
It really doesn't matter long as the tree big enough.
Okay.
You can do it on bay leaves if you can find one big enough, because they chop them up. Um,
I
they
missed
chop
it.
them up all the time. So they got. Let me look out. You can find a pretty big leaf. There's so many things I could tell you that you can do with a leaf. But if not, this is why I always say, how can I explain this? Yeah, you can do an oak leaf, any type of leaf that's big enough. Okay, you can do it with any one of those. But in the event you cannot, um, just do it on brown paper bag. You can do it on parchment paper as well. And you don't want to fold it towards you. Okay. Well, on your breaker, I'll put this, it should be on the download. All of this should be on the download, on that free download that you get when you do when you get your, y'all know what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to get banned. We just got this thing open. So
It's all good.
just check the download, that free download that come with your Flame Tech. It should be on there. But also, while we're on the subject, so when we're talking about bay leaves, I know a lot of you use bay leaves for your money manifesting. So give me a second. Let me Let me get my thoughts together on if I even want to say this. This is, once again, this is not magic. This is just correction and correcting the energy field around abundance, right? No, I can't tell y'all that because y'all will think that it's magic and it's absolutely not.
Okay. Well, thanks for trying.
Yeah.
That
We'll
was
talk
gonna
about it in Quantum Kingdom because I don't know who on the outside listening, and I'm really careful at this point about certain things I say, you know, to the collective because I'm on the new side over here. And listen, I just see so much. It's not everybody is right. We're all right. We're all right according to our level of consciousness. We are all right. But there are some things that people know more than me. But I see certain things and not just be like, oh, nah, do it this way. And the results will come instantly. We have eyes and ears on the inside. Yeah. Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
well, if for those of you who don't know, you can join Quantum Kingdom. The link is in this bio on this page. And there we have, you know, these type of conversations where we can go deeper. But
Right. So also let me say this. So for those of you that do have the flame tech, those sigils is also for protection, which is why I'm telling you guys to, after you've done the work with the flame tech, lift that label up and just cut around it and save it. You can stick it on the inside of your purse, inside of your wallet, inside of your car. It's like it would be like those stickers that you use for EMF protection that everybody got on their windows, the cars, the microwaves. You can use that because the time was spent to create that sigil, and that sigil is very powerful.
how could it be possible that you can put how can these objects hold your energy to be powerful? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How? I know, but I'm saying for people who don't.
Because everything is frequency. Even the work you do with flame tech is all frequency. So that sigil, it's actually coded with the number 7113, which is why I'm telling y'all to save it. It's sacred
7, 11, and 3.
7113 is the code that's connected to the sigil that's on the back of the vessels.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, here come the little rabbit.
Nobody
The
knew
little
that.
rabbit just popped up.
Yeah, nobody knew that. I never told anyone. I never even told
Wow.
Paris or Audrey. I was actually told to keep it to myself. But now, since we're talking about it now, the code for that sigil is 7113.
Okay. So you answering that question just opened up some more questions, but I'll just accept that. We'll just take that.
What they asking?
No, it's just well, it's me.
Okay.
It's we got some people on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. They're pretty active
Okay.
over here on YouTube. But it's just I'm saying I know these are the questions people probably have and don't want to ask, or they don't know how to ask, or they may think they know, so they don't ask.
Okay, well, let me say this. So the sigil is extremely important in the work that I do for the collective. I've always had a sigil. right? I have three sigils total, but the sigil that you guys, that's for the collective, it does a lot of the work that most of us are not willing to do. It withdraws consent from people that you did not have, that you did not give permission to be in your energy field. um and it also returns your field to coherence. A lot of us don't have coherence in our energy field, and these are the things you don't walk around thinking of daily, right? But the sigil knows, right? Frequency knows. And it also helps dissolve what doesn't belong to you.
See, I don't want to use this word, but this sounds like magic.
Well, sigils are magical.
Yeah, I'm saying people. I know, but people say they hear the word magic, they think it's demonic, or they think it's something, just something evil. They have a.
Well, this is the thing. We live in a magical realm, okay? But just like I said on yesterday, when we're talking about magic, when we're speaking of when magic is happening, you have to think about what magic is. So when you are doing magical and you're not magical yourself, if you're not carrying that code for that type of work, there's always a price to pay. Okay? When some people do certain magic, we're talking about magics. People are scared of even the word, right? So there's depending on what kind of magic you got going on. So I try to refrain from using those kind of words because I don't want people to feel like, oh, she's doing this or doing that, which I don't care about what people think. My goal is to turn you on to frequency, to show you how powerful frequency is. And even in magic, there's a frequency. Just like you have amazing, wonderful frequencies that will heal you, you also have frequencies that will distort you as well. So,
Okay. And if you are, like you said, if you aren't a magical person, or or we see it in the movies when someone has bad intentions and they're doing some sort of witchcraft. Disney romanticizes it. So a witch throwing something in the cauldron and then it backfiring on her and turning her into a decrepit woman or something like that because her intentions were bad. So this always been in our face. I see. But is there a
but
difference between magic? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there a difference between magic with the regular MAGIC and then magic with a K? Is there a difference?
That's how people be spelling it. It's really not a difference. So, yeah, Rashad say most Disney magic is lustful. Absolutely. Now, listen, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their magic or work with magic or don't work with magic. That's not what I'm speaking of. Magic, to me, it's all conscious. To me, it's a conscious action, right? It's awareness, it's energy, it's intention. It's all of those things. It's whatever you're choosing to do with it. Because frequency can have a bad name if I'm out here telling people how to distort other people's energy field with it, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we're talking about magic, there are different types of magic. You got the magic that goes against you, and you got the magic that's for you. Just like when people talk about hoodoo and voodoo, you know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Hoodoo,
Yeah,
voodoo.
K is just a spirit. Rashad said what I was just about to say.
I
K
see
is
him.
the spirit of rebellion.
Yeah, I see him down there. I know this is shit, right? I'm sorry. I know this is his topic right here.
And magic is also mastery as well. People don't think about that also. Like, we have some people want to be powerful people with magic. They want to be known for it, right? They want to be like, oh, that's a bad MF right there, I'm gonna go to such and such to work some magic for me, right? But it's about mastery as well. If you haven't mastered thyself and you're around here trying to use your left hand to do magic for people, you gonna mess them up the same way you messed up. If you haven't mastered
Wow.
thyself, you should not be doing that kind of work.
And what concerned me?
If every little thing pisses you off, you should not be doing that kind of work. Yeah, it's about discipline.
I was gonna say a few years ago, it was some people on TikTok. They were selling some poverty spells, to I guess for abundance and stuff. But the people who were selling it, they were homeless. They were living in their cars. So I was like, they don't even add up. You can't. How you gonna do that? So
Were they living off the land?
no, they were doing bad. They just happened to be living in their car. They wasn't in the wilderness nowhere. So that's what introduced me to like people who be trying to use this type of thing to scam people, knowing that people actually need help and knowing that this stuff does work, but it doesn't work for them. So they just gonna be telling people anything. But no, I didn't get how they could be selling some abundance spells, and they were homeless and broke. So I was just pointing it out. We're gonna know the fruit, the tree by its fruit.
Right.
And nobody around here broke. And I know I'm God Frequency in Paris and Arjun gonna be doing anything just to be doing it. It worked for them, so they know it works. So they're gonna pass on the wisdom to us so it can work for us. So it's been tested and tried.
Yeah, and I have a lot of wisdom on this side. Hella wisdom on this side. So, because it's all about frequency, right? And, I would rather, for the people that are energetically connected to me, and you guys been rocking with us for a while, instead of you going outside of us trying to get extra help. This was another thing because one of our soul siblings, got really jacked up just by trying to get help. And it just tore me up to see that happen to an amazing soul. And I'm like, no, people out here are taking advantage, of individuals that's looking for the extra help. Because a lot of times you guys don't understand what frequency can really do for you. Some of you need something tangible to hold. And that's perfectly okay. It's nothing wrong with it. But you have to understand that a lot of this, what we're doing, we're not sending nothing bad to anybody. Karma does that. Once that breaker is lit, we don't have to go and return to senders and all of those things. We don't have to do any of those things because it's going to happen to whoever did whatever. Or if it's you that's doing it to you, we work with you, and the activation is for you. It's so you got two things working for you, which is bringing you that balance that you rightfully deserve. That's putting you back in the wheel of spiritual law, and now the universe can communicate with you because you're on the same frequency wave that the universe is on. The universe operate in spiritual law and balance. So if there's an imbalance and you're just constantly asking, manifesting, you're trying all these things and you're just not in balance with the universe. But when you start speaking the language of the universe, you're now part of that great symphony, right? You are playing your part, you're singing your part, and the universe wants to create a duet with you because now you're back in harmony. Yeah, you singing in tune. Absolutely. So
Hey, I remember after the first, well, not the first promise course, the most recent promise course, when I had that live and me and Paris got up there and she mentioned something about the celestial choir or something like that because she had just did an activation for us too. And so, because I'm saying, because you said God, Rashad said God is a hymn and the universe does a duet with us because I we were singing a song and it was so beautiful. But I can't pull it up because the footage is gone. But I felt like it was a duet with the universe. The way the sun was shining in the video, the way Source showed up and manifested itself was amazing. And it was right after that chorus, and it's about to come up again, and with these candles and that chorus combined, whoo! I'm getting hot just thinking about
yeah.
it.
So for
Woo.
everyone that's going to be taking that course, you will get a promise flame tech. Towards the end, we'll be mailing them out right before the course is finished up, and you're going to light that flame. And I'm super excited for you guys because the feeling that you're going to receive from the course, the promise, is going to be absolutely amazing. I don't know what to expect because a lot of you will be taking it for the second time. I think that you're going to be heavily, man, the activations that you received the last time, I think it's going to be beyond what you imagine. Because what's a lot of you didn't get a chance to integrate with that wisdom and, working on your light bodies. And it's just